Hey everybody, today's video is dedicated to the new champion that came to the bleed, the Martian Manhunter. So we were waiting on him for quite a long time, and he's finally here. So I'm very excited. I managed to get him, and as well as get a copy, so I'm very happy. Now the thing about the Martian Manhunter is that he has a new tag. That means that he works with a new team, basically, the Outsiders. The only outsider currently is Red Arrow, Arsenal. Sorry, not Red Arrow, Arsenal. And Arsenal and Martian Manhunter both have the outsider tag, and we're supposed to get Starfire sometime in the summer, so that will make it the third champion. And Starfire is supposed to be Mythic Plus as well, like John, so she'll be in the bleed. While Arsenal you can get from the mother boxes as well. So let's see, deploying 3 Outsiders champions increases their HP by 10% and counter-attack damage by 10%. Deploying 4 Outsider champions increases their HP by 15% and counter damage by 15%. Deploying 5 Outsider champions increases their HP by 20% and counter-attack damage by 20%. So that makes them very useful. And it's basically familiar with other tags, because he has the Meta-Human tag and the Justice League. Now he's gonna be pretty good with the Justice League. Let me actually see if I can spend more. I do want them to have some advantage now, and he's someone I'm going to invest into. I love the Martian Manhunter. I can say that this is the piece, the legacy piece that actually recommended for him, so for now I'm using that, but I'll look into other ones. So let's see, the first skill is Armner Rage. Martian Manhunter fired heat beams from his eye, dealing spiritual damage equal to 300% of his attack to enemies within a rectangular area in front of him. That's a very powerful attack. Skill Outsiders Forever. At the start of the battle, John's physical defense and man increases by 15%. And this one unlocks via the multiversal force, and so does this one. Then we have the ultimate Phasonic protection. Martian Manhunter links minds with all allies, granting them Mind Ward for 10 seconds. When John carries Mind Ward, taking basic attack damage reduces cooldown of Armner's Rage, which is the first attack, by 2 seconds. This effect is triggered once every 1 second. Mind Ward. When the target is hit by a skill other than a basic attack, the Martian Manhunter performs a counter attack on the attacker, dealing spiritual damage equal to 200% of his attack. Skill Telepathic Bulwark. Increases attack by 15% at the start of the battle if there are at least 3 Outsiders allies present. Duration of Mind Ward is increased by 5 seconds. So that means we need Starfire for this one to work. And Telekinetic Shield increases all champions defend by 2% and warrior champions defend by 2%. Applies globally, so that could be good for Wonder Woman. Alright. So currently, the only recommended lineups is Justice League, because there's not proper outsider group yet other than Arsenal. He also has his own legacy piece, the Crew Pendant. Activates when equipped by the Martian Manhunter. Gear effect HP plus 6000, HP plus 12%, Spiritual AMP plus 12%. And it affects the skill Armner's Vengeance. Every time an enemy casts a skill or the ultimate, Martian Manhunter restores 8% of his max HP, cooldown 5 seconds. And Piercing Gaze, so I'm assuming this is if it's not on him. Every time an ally casts their ultimate, their attack and physical defense are permanently increased by 8%, taking up to 40%. Alright. Okay, I think we're good on testing him now. Which means The issue with Training Simulator right now is I'm stuck. I got stuck here. So I hope I can do it to an extent. Right, so Lex Luthor is a piece of shit. And he's usually the one that gets my team wiped completely. They're gonna try, but I assume it's not gonna work, unfortunately. But we'll try. We'll try. I'm not sure how much Jean is gonna shine here. The issue is really Lex in the back. I feel like I need Deathstroke and all of them for this to actually happen. Yeah. But we managed to do the ultimate, so that's nice. I'm working on it. Yeah, we could do some Metal Pro. Why not? Go to the store. Challenge ticket. Right. So let's do this one. Because then we get to see him in PvP and decide if he's worth it. Of course, it's gonna be a Justice League team rather than not with what's his name, Superman, because my Superman is not started up, unfortunately. He's Hal Jordan and the Martian Manhunter. Wait, so we don't need Hawkgirl. Like Wonder Woman. Using Flash also won't help me. You know, let's try with Cyborg. No, Cyborg is not gonna do that. He's not gonna do the job. Aquaman. Okay. It's gonna be interesting. I don't usually use a Hal Jordan, so. Oh, the damage is crazy. That. Even though I'm not making it. But it's fine. So let's look at who did the most damage. Yep, it was the Martian Manhunter. He did the most damage here. He's very powerful. It's just that they also had a heal, I believe. No, they had shields. So the shield combined with Black Adam and Joker. Oh my god, yeah. Same. But just saw him in PvP. That's good. Anti-Crime Network, no, don't think I can use it for that. Right, so I was focusing on AoE damage here, but it would make more sense right now to use Justice League characters. It's not Justice League, so we're gonna use Hodge for them. And here the idea is to do the most damage, but since they're full Justice League team, they may be able to do a better job on that. And my Hal Jordan is 4 white stars, so he's obviously not as good as he should be. But we're mainly here to check out the damage from the Martian Manhunter. So I think in PvP he is going to be very useful. Now the question is how he's going to do for that against the bosses. Because Most of the time you need good damage, but it also depends on the boss mechanics. So far I'm not doing a lot of damage here, so that tells you something. Not because of Martian Manhunter, I think the other characters aren't good enough for that. And you need AoE damage mostly because how many enemies we have here. So Justice League is not a great pick, unfortunately. But we don't have outsiders, so this is the only thing I can actually test.
Let's make some waves. Beware Green Lantern's power.
Those eyes are creepy. But it's cool. I like that every character has a very different kit and animation and all that. Really makes them unique. Oh, Okra is actually doing damage. Nice. Alright. So we're gonna look at stats. So surprisingly, it was Hawkgirl that did the most damage. So whoever said Hawkgirl is not good or not doing damage is wrong. And Batman is right behind her with the Martian Manhunter. So they're both about the same, it seems. Of course, Hal Jordan is more healing than anything, and Aquaman without AoE. I guess it just needs to be updated, make it more powerful. But it is a good check on combat cycle. Let's see if I can actually. Oh, great! It's Mira. Probably not possible, but we'll try. We'll try our best. Where's the Martian? Supposed to be here. Then we have Hal Jordan. What's the last one I used? Oh man. Oh, let's use Green Arrow. That's also an option for a full Justice League team. Green Arrow is very powerful.
Beware Green Lantern's power.
Oh, I accidentally stopped it before the Martian Manhunter. I'm trying to see John. Why are you forcing me to see everyone else? Come on, John. There we go. Look at him. Great. Oh, now I need to take this one out. Yeah, just not enough damage, technically, to get through that, unfortunately. But that's why it needs to be updated, so we can finish it more quickly. Yeah, so it's different bosses each time. One of them. I have no idea what the third is because I never made it to the third, but you know, we're trying. That's how we progress. Nice. Let's look at the stats real quick. Okay, so John didn't do very well here. Hawkgirl still did a really good amount of damage. And of course, Guinevere did everything. So it's safe to say he's good in some mods. He's not good for the anti-crime network, from what I'm seeing here. He is good for the combat cycle, and I need to test them in Training Simulator, but I need to get past Lex Luthor first. And I think he's going to be very useful for Meta Brawl, so it's something I do want to recommend. You know, let's do another match. Because I do want to see a win with them. I'm sorry, but this is the most points. So I'm gonna go for that one. Okay. I'm gonna keep Wonder Woman this time. Oh, we have Joker.
Green Lantern's
Great Hera. Call me Great Hera.
I am vengeance.
Are we fighting against the Batman? I didn't say it. No, I think fighting against Nightwing.
Lantern's power. Let's make some waves. Send in the clown.
And we did it. Let's look at the... Yep. He's very good for Middleborough also. And I can even recommend Aquaman and Batman. I do usually see them. So yeah, Martian Manhunter, definitely build him up for Middleborough. He's that good. Let's go back to... Oh, he's actually coming out. The eye. Very nice. Before I forget, we have the tribute details for attack, HP, defenseman, crit rate, crit resistance, crit damage resistance, spiritual MP, dodge, ACC, physical pen, spiritual pen, energy gain bonus, CD and healing up, and effect ACC doesn't have attributes. Effect resistance 41%. So it's definitely worth the investment into. He's also a guardian, so he can take more damage as well. And by the way, they did add outsiders here finally, so so it's working well for him. Okay. Again, this is the Martian Manhunter. So let me guys know what you think about them in the comments below. Which teams you tried using them in your lineups, and I'll see you in the next one. We have a bunch of these coming up. So bye bye.